I want to talk about this Tyler the Creator album. Don't tap the glass. And I want to talk about expectation compared to reality. Because going into this album, or before the album came out, obviously it was announced. It was dropping on a Monday at like 6 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time. I didn't know what to expect. Now, I also went on social media and said that if you look at Tyler the Creator's run from like 2017 to now, we talk about Flower Boy, talk about Igor, talk about The Estate, Call Me If You Get Lost, and then you have Chromacopia. I said he has one of the best musical runs we've seen in musical history. Not saying he has the best, but when you drop banger after banger after banger as an album, like great conceptual albums, and then you announce this coming out of nowhere, I'm like, all right, Tyler, he just, Now, I also want to remind people, because I feel like when they hear this, they agree, but they're also not understanding. And that is, music is subjective. You can like something and you can not like something. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. It doesn't mean that the piece of art is bad. It just means that it just didn't hit you, or it hit you where it was supposed to. And I saw that to say, I was not expecting what we got from Tyler the Creator and Don't Tap the Glass. It's a extremely energetic dance album, essentially. And I have been very vocal in saying that the last time an artist essentially dropped a dance project that I didn't really like at all was Drake. This is 10 songs, I think 29 minutes. And I really like this album. No, I wouldn't put it in the same vein as Chromacopia. I wouldn't put it in the same vein as Igor. I wouldn't put it in the same vein as Call Me If You Get Lost. I wouldn't put it in the same vein as Flower Boy. But as a person that isn't a fan of that type of, that dance hall type music, and this isn't really dance hall. This is a concept album, essentially. I really like this album, and I was thinking to myself, what is the difference between this album and Honestly Nevermind, the Drake album, the Drake dance album that I didn't like? And I think it is, I look for Tyler to give me, or I look from different things from Tyler than I do Drake. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I think the approach and the execution matters a lot. And I think, in my opinion, Tyler the Creator, the approach to this album and the execution was much better than Honestly Nevermind. It's shorter, it's more concise, it's more to the point, and it has some really high. Now, no, I'm not a big fan of the whole album. I don't, but I really enjoy it. It's not even like Tyler the Creator said. It's you dance to it, even if it's a head nod. Like you're not supposed to be seated listening to this. This is a song, an album to dance to. Now again, I know it's a lot of people don't like this album because I think it didn't. That wasn't their expectation. When you see how deep and personal Chromacopia was, when you see how braggadocious yet intentional Call Me If You Get Lost was, when you see how deeply personal Igor was, And then you see how beautiful and sensual Flower Boy was. I don't think that people expected to get a braggadocious, loud, in your face uh, dance album, especially out of nowhere. But I think Tyler the Creator, and that's why I said I expect I can I would expect this type of album. I Let me say this. I know I didn't expect it coming in, but if there's any artist that I think could do this, it's Tyler the Creator. And this is coming from someone that really didn't like his. There's a reason why I'm starting with Flower Boy. Flower Boy is kind of the era that changed my perception of Tyler the Creator. I liked a couple songs from his earlier work, but I wasn't a huge fan until Flower Boy. Flower Boy, I was just like, yeah, this guy's different. I it, if there's somebody that I feel can have a completely different sound than what he's used to dropping, especially recently, is Tyler the Creator. And I think he did a great job. Not one of my favorite albums from him, not one of my favorite of the year, but I do think it is a good album. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So, bravo, Tyler the Creator.